Hey, how's it going? This is Mr. Transformer, aka Magnetic Mind Certified Coach Rhapsody, bringing you today's period of instruction. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video, please share the video, please comment on the video to help it get out to more people. And today we're talking about belief re-imprinting using energies and geometry. Stand by for action. Okay. Today's theme, as a creator, as you are, you come up against self-imposed limitations. You have to be in the right place to see what else is possible for you. Today's premise, inside of every creation is the seed of what's coming next. And the end result for today is living and creating as the next fullest expression of yourself. And Chris likes to share a story, Chris Duncan, the creator of Magnetic Mind Coaching Modalities, a story of having created so much then asking, what's next? And realizing he was limiting himself with thoughts of, that's going to be hard, or who am I to do X, or maybe what I've done already is enough, which reminds me of something that my former Amway Crown Ambassador used to say when I was in Amway decades ago, Dexter Yeager, talked about how sometimes when you achieve a level of success that you get this, it's like this alarm bell goes off in your head of, you know you can do more and you should strive to achieve more and you want to strive to achieve more, but you don't want to get the grief from everybody about you being too rich. But you want to strive to do more, but you don't want to be too rich because then people are going to try and take stuff from you. But you don't want to be, it's an ongoing circle of being concerned about producing more or creating more, knowing that you can, just being uncomfortable with the results, possibly. And it's just right up there with what I'm always telling people, what I will continue to tell you because it's going to continue to be a thing. That's just another version of your subconscious keeping you alive. That's its one job. Your subconscious is just shooting for having everything stay the same. Because if everything's the same, it has a history of you surviving it. If you survive it, then the subconscious has done its job of keeping you alive. So all this new stuff, all this great stuff, all this more money than you can spend in a lifetime, all this creating that's going to benefit so many lives that you know you can do, that you want to do, your subconscious doesn't have any history of surviving that. So it's going to come up with all kinds of weak-ass, crazy excuses for why you shouldn't do it. So, life is a circle. Life is a cycle. Let's get that straight. Every creation leads to the next creation. When we stretch into a bigger creation and complete it, we tend to be blind to the next level of what's possible, or not to believe we can do it. This is about lifting the lid off of any ideas of limitations of what is possible for you. We get into a rut of saying, I'll go for just this little thing right here, just this little thing, and not going for the next full expression of our true self. What you choose as your next level needs to be for you, just for you, not for anybody else, not to cover any slight, not to make somebody else feel bad, not to make somebody else feel good about you, just for you. Even when you say it's for others or the world, it's really because you want it to be true. You want to see that change. And that reminds me of a recent survey that I took for another program that I'm involved in, where it was breaking down the different things that you want and the reasons that you want them. Do you believe you can have them? And just a bunch of different things. So it was interesting to me. There were these two particular choices. One was to have over 1 million people live better lives because they were exposed to me. The second one was to have more money than I could spend in a lifetime. And it's interesting enough, that's something that everybody says. It's interesting to me, though, you would think they'd be connected. Because if I'm delivering value to over 1 million people, even if they all only gave me $1, that's over $1 million. But they weren't. Because the score that I got for having more money than I could spend in a lifetime was 6,000. The score that I got for having at least 1 million people live a better life just because they were exposed to me was 10,000. That's a 66% increase on something that you would think was connected, but they're not. Because me, I'm a helper person. I've been mentoring people for decades. I've counseled people for decades. And I always feel better when I help someone get through something. I always feel better whenever I help someone grow. So I do it for me. Sure, other people benefit. That's fine. I'm doing it for me. And you're doing it for you. I know you want to save the puppies, you want to save the whales, you want to save the rainforest, whatever. You're doing it for you. And that's fine. It's perfectly fine to be selfish in that way. True choice is forward-focused, action-oriented vision. Something specific that you choose to create for you. And there are 3 steps in all creations. 1, you choose it. You just decide that this is what I'm going to go for. This is what I'm doing. And I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm not doing it to cover any slight. I'm not doing it to make anybody else feel bad. I'm doing it just for me. You choose it. You choose. The second thing is to entangle with the energy of it. I'll get back to that. The third thing is to come back to now and connect with what is. So, when we talk about entangling with the energy of it, all we're talking about is closing your eyes, getting into a state of meditation, and floating forward, seeing yourself having created what you wanted to create, and experiencing what that feels like for you. You sit in that emotion, or as Chris likes to say, slosh around in that for a while, get to feeling good about it. The creation that you chose in its completion, feeling good about it. Then you just float back and connect to the now. Connect to what is. Understanding that the now is simply an earlier version of whatever it is that you want to create. Just like the seed is an earlier version of the tree. The tree is the earlier version of the forest. You're currently the earlier version of your creation. And you need to connect with that. You need to connect that to the entanglement with the energy of your creation in order to create that structural tension that will pull you in the direction of your creation, that will help you take the actions that you need to create, that will guide you as you create, to help you get to your creation. And I say guide because it's rarely ever a straight path. And this is something that blew my mind when I first heard about it. A plane leaving New York, going to LA, is on course only 5% of the time. The other 95%, it's just making course corrections. The wind might blow it out the way this way, it has to correct back that way. The wind might blow it out that way, it has to correct back that way. And it still gets to LA. You don't have to be on course the whole time. You only have to hold the point of your creation. You only have to maintain that that's where you're going. You're not going wherever the distraction brought you. You're not going to wherever the wind blew you. You make corrections. You course correct, get back on course, get back on track, and create the thing that you want to create for you. And that's the education piece for today. If you were part of the Transformations or Us coaching community, this would be the time when we would go through a change process. And this one, we call it the identity matrix. It's almost like a superpower, basically. It basically molds you into all of the awesome individuals that you have known of or thought of in your life, or that have been in your life, or that have not been in your life, that you thought of in your life. And they just become one with you. And it makes you a force to be reckoned with when distractions show up, when course corrections are required, when the wind blows you off course. The identity matrix will set you up for success. You just have to sell out to the process and do it and thank me later. So for right now, what I'm going to offer to you is an opportunity to have a one-on-one transformation coaching session with me. I'm going to do it until 49 people sign up. When 49 people sign up, I'm done with doing it for free. You'll be able to see on the website, transformationsrust.com. If you click on the buy link in the top left-hand corner, you will see the different coaching offerings that we have, and you will see that one-on-one coaching, the introductory session is $200. Ongoing one-on-one coaching winds up being around $500. It's $1,500 a month. You get a session every other week, so 3 sessions a month, $500 each. Offering it to you free for the next 49 people that sign up, and after that, the door is closed, it's over, it's done, and you'll just hear about the stories, if you're lucky, from the 49 people that sign up and grow to become the most expanded versions of themselves. So, sign up for that. I'm leaving the link in the description, leaving the link in the post, and I look forward to speaking unto you and working with you if we're a good fit. Please like the video, please share the video, please comment on the video, please sign up for the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really do appreciate it. Me love you a long time. I'm grateful to you for it. I really am. And I look forward to getting up with you on the next video. Until then, do enjoy the rest of your day. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.